So it's day 2, and the weather definitely is better. Definitely better. It is very windy though. Beautiful. Hi again, family. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is day 2, and we are heading out to get some lunch at the closest restaurant to us, which was, I would say, maybe a half a mile from this condo, which we absolutely love. It was recommended to us from a friend, and they are a family of 5, and they usually stay on the lower floor, which they love, and that also seems really nice. But we were lucky enough, even reserving this last minute, we were able to get the top floor, which, as you guys saw, has an amazing view. And then they have like this little kiddie pool ocean area for Nina. So it being right outside the building is fantastic. But yeah, this place is, so beautiful. The weather was not great. We were here for 5 days, and 2 of the days were nice, and this was one of the nice days. So that was a little disappointing, but this was kind of a last minute trip. Even though Rich said he had planned for us to go away for my birthday, he just wasn't sure where. So after much discussion, we thought about a couple different places. I think initially he wanted to do Mauritius, and then we talked about Namibia, and I think we even looked at Zanzibar. But we ended up here in Ballito, and then we didn't check the weather. Well, I never checked the weather for whatever reason. Since I've lived here, since I've moved to South Africa, I don't think I've ever really looked at the weather. So much like when I lived in San Diego, I would never look at the weather because I feel like it's, for the most part, it's the same every day. So I didn't look at the weather. Rich did. And I said, well, Rich, a lot can change in a week. Maybe, the forecast will change. But it did not change. So we just tried to make the most of the days that it was sunny. So this is us walking down to this restaurant. There weren't very many restaurants close to where we were if you don't want to walk. I mean, if you don't mind walking, you could easily get to, I think, like where the main area is, where most of the restaurants are. But this restaurant that we're heading to now was pretty close. So we finally made it to the restaurant. The place wasn't great, but the food was pretty good and the service was excellent as per usual. This is me checking out myself in this new camera that Rich got me for my birthday that I've yet to figure out how it works. I never know if it's recording or taking a picture, but I'll get it sorted. So this is us trying to figure out how to exit the building. And what we didn't realize is a lot of these buildings off of the pathway, you're able to have access to from the pathway. You have to walk around the front. So we eventually found someone who was staying here that had a key that was able to let us out when they were leaving. So we're just heading back to the condo. The wind here is out of this world. I have the actual volume of the video on a 1, just so the wind would not be so distracting. But yeah, even though it still felt really nice, the wind was a bit crazy. It definitely reminded me of Port Elizabeth. Like, that's how insane it was. But yeah, again, so beautiful and very peaceful and relaxing. Even though we did not have great weather, I was telling a friend that it was just so calm and peaceful. Like, we really did not do a whole lot. And I think because of the location of where we were staying, like even just being indoors with the windows open and just hearing the ocean, it was just very peaceful, which I feel like is exactly what I needed. I didn't need anything too crazy. So yeah, so even though it rained for most of the days, just being inside, listening to the ocean was very nice, and just having access to the ocean right outside the building was very nice. I will say I would 100% come back and stay at this particular condo. It was, even though it was 3 bedrooms and we only use one of the bedrooms, the apartment or condo didn't feel too large and overwhelming. I think it's definitely perfect for a family of 5 or even 6. I would not recommend it if you wanted to share it with another family, only because the living room communal space is very small. Though the patio is ginormous, I think it could be a little crowded if you're trying to do it with another couple or another family. But I definitely look forward to coming back because the location is absolutely beautiful, and having such close access to the beach was really nice. Even though we weren't as close to the restaurants as I would like to be, the main restaurants, that was the only downside, but it's definitely not a reason not to stay here. So this is day 3. We had planned on going to a completely different restaurant, but they were closed for a private party. So we ended up eating here, which was very cute. It definitely made you feel like you were on vacation at the beach. It was very, very, very nice. And the food was really good too. So I was happy about that. So we are getting ready for our friends Kim and Ahmad to come over for dinner. We did want to eat outside on the patio, but unfortunately the weather did not permit it. So we're just going to have a lovely dinner, and we're just going to cook some things on the grill.